Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is officially update day here in Black Ops 6 and Warzone, and surprisingly enough, we already knew an update was planned for today because we've got a new event update now live in game with some new content, new playlist update, etc, etc. We also saw a surprise title update go out, which no one really saw coming. The 1.73 title update is now officially live across Black Ops 6 and Warzone. So before you go to jump onto the game next, you're gonna have to download this. Luckily, although it is a title update, it's not super significant in size. On PlayStation for me, it was like 700 megs. Then on Battle.net, it was like 2.3 gigs. So a relatively small title update, but a title update nonetheless. So we've got some new changes to go over in game and some new content to go over in game with this update. We also have a brand new reveal that came alongside this as well, sort of out of the blue. It's a day full of surprises, it would seem, as Treyarch ended up tweeting this morning saying, with the Pantheon codenames uncovered, Adler and the Rogue Black Ops team can finally clear their names, but only with some outside help. Watch the Season 3 outro cinematic to see what and who is coming next in Season 4. And we get this little 40-second video here. We got Woods on the comms. From the Rogue team hideout. Got a weapon on the table there that looks like the LC-10. Actually really looked like the LC-10. So we've got Adler in the hideout there, Camp Zeta Iceland. Are we gonna be going to Iceland for like a map next season? That'd be my guess. That's what they're teasing.
Specialist. Lucky for us.
And then we get this bunch of red doors, and Stitch. Obviously, it's been a leaked code name in the files for a little bit. Stitch is back. Somehow, Stitch returned, right? Which means in that cutscene where Adler and him were facing off in Verdansk, he didn't take him out. Maybe he got him in the shoulder or like the back or something, but he didn't take him out. And then it fades to black, of course. So Stitch is back. We have that now on record, official from the teaser. And by the way, as we are going through all the updates, all the changes here today, if you guys enjoy the video, you find the info helpful, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure that each and every day you're in the know for everything going on in COD. This is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Help get us one step closer to reaching 1 million subs. So the first big part of today's update is, of course, the planned content update. We've had this on the schedule for a little bit now, but first up today, we do have a new double XP event that's now live. So it just says earn double battle pass XP. That's all the description of this says. You can of course go over to the main menu and see that the double XP weekend is live. It's not for base rank XP or base weapon XP. It's in fact just battle pass XP, which is typically not something we end up seeing. Usually it's a combination of the three. It'll be 2 out of 3, very rarely 3 out of 3. Nonetheless, we just had some base rank XP and double weapon XP last weekend, and I guess this weekend is the battle pass XP. So we've got that going on now. But of course, we also have a brand new event. The Call of Duty Endowment Got Your 6 event is now live as well. So when you first load into the event menu, you'll see that we have the little intro cinematic. The Got Your 6 event is now here. So support the squad. Become the ultimate teammate by completing support-based challenges. So might be some interesting stuff here to progress the event. Each challenge can be completed in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. You then secure your rewards. Complete all the challenges before the event ends to get the chipped out aims blueprint. So with this now, you can see we've got a bunch of individual rewards here leading up to our animated blueprint as well, which is kind of unique. So these challenges are available in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. For the first animated emblem here in multiplayer, get 50,000 score. In zombies, extract 105,000 total essence, or in Warzone, loot 40 caches. Completing any of those will get that one unlocked for you. For the animated calling card in Warzone, simply complete 5 matches. In multiplayer, win 5 matches. In zombies, complete 40 rounds. For the spray here in Warzone, restock 15 teammates with a munitions box, armor box, or utility box. In multiplayer, intercept enemy projectiles with the trophy system, or restock teammates with an assault pack 15 times. And then in zombies, open up 20 doors. Pretty basic there. For a double XP token in Warzone, activate 10 UAVs or counter UAVs. In multiplayer, call in 20 UAVs or counter UAVs. And in zombies, use Frenzied Guard 40 times. For a new weapon sticker in Warzone, complete 7 contracts. In multiplayer, destroy 15 score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. And in zombies, use Healing Aura 10 times. For some double weapon XP in Warzone, buyback or revive 5 players. In multiplayer, get 5 Savior Medals, which is shooting and killing an enemy who is actually attacking a teammate. And then in zombies, get 150 kills after reloading with Speed Cola active. Then lastly here for a charm, purchase 5 loadouts in Warzone, get the highest score in a match in multiplayer 1 time, or get 350 kills with a pack-a-punched weapon in zombies. If you do all 7 of these, you will then end up getting this chipped out blueprint for the aims, which again is an animated blueprint that's got like the sort of typical Call of Duty endowment like camo scheme here with like the navy and like the orangest red. It'd be cooler if it was a camo, but animated blueprint, it is what it is. Obviously only available for a limited time. This event will be ending in 2 weeks from today on the 29th when season 3 is set to come to a close. Now, piggybacking off of the Call of Duty endowment event that we've got going on, we do also have a new Call of Duty endowment pack. You guys know, typically here on the channel, when it comes to the microtransactions, particularly the store bundles, not a fan of them. I think a lot of the bundles are overpriced and just not worth it. However, the one bundles and that I'll always talk about, that I'll always try and get attention on, is the endowment packs, because 100% of the proceeds from these bundles do go directly to the Call of Duty endowment, helping veterans get placed in quality jobs. So if you want to get some cool content in game, because quite frankly I think the content actually is pretty cool with this pack, and help out a good cause, it's a win-win here. So the United Force Tracer pack is now live in game. This does come with 2 different operator skins, some filler content like the weapon sticker, weapon charm, a spray, an animated emblem, a couple of different blueprints. We got a sniper blueprint here for the Frost line, and then also a Kilo blueprint as well, and then also a loading screen and an animated calling card. And then they go through, they kind of detail what some of it looks like in game. The skins are honestly kind of cool. The blueprints a little bit more you know, basic. They're nothing too flashy. It's almost just like a carbon fiber, almost like snake skin style camo there. Then it shows off some of the other filler stuff, but yeah, this is now fully available live in game as well alongside the endowment event. So if you want to check out that bundle, it does support a good cause. We also have a couple of new playlist updates live across Warzone and multiplayer as well. So Raven ended up updating their graphic here for the playlist update. This is going to last all the way until the end of this season, basically on May 29th. So we're going to have battle royale, solos, duos, and quads in public matches. Still no trios, because that is, I guess, reserved for ranked play. I'm not sure why they do that. Resurgence on Rebirth will have all squad sizes, solos, duos, trios, and quads. Plunder quads will be available on Verdansk. Massive Resurgence is now the new LTM, so it's basically just Resurgence but on Verdansk with a lot more players there. That'll be quads only on Verdansk. And then battle royale casual quads is still going to be active and live there as well. So quite a bit going on for the playlists. Treyarch also put out a new playlist update across the board. They say sort of in general now live in Black Ops 6. We obviously have the event, we've covered that. Double Battle Pass XP, we've covered that. And then Rapid Mosh Pit is going to be available in the playlist selection now. Chaos Blaze Town, which is 10v10, is going to be available. And then Firing Range 24/7 is also back there as well. So a few playlist updates across the board between multiplayer and Warzone. And then lastly, here we do have a couple of new posts from COD updates to go along with today's title update. This was actually fixed late yesterday afternoon. There's been an issue going on in Zombies with the Juggernog reactive armor augment where it just straight up was not working. Pretty annoying issue if you're trying to take advantage of that. They do say that there is an update now live for that, and this issue has now been resolved, so you can go through and use the Juggernog reactive armor augment as intended, and it should be working now. They also say within Warzone they have disabled the third-person infill only setting while they investigate an issue. There's been a thing going around lately where players have been able to cheese into third-person mode when they're not supposed to be able to, and then use that to their advantage in game, where you can peek around corners, you can see positions and sight lines that you're not supposed to be able to see correctly. So they've taken that out in the game. Hopefully that means it's going to fix those third-person exploits that have been going on. I have seen cheaters and hacks using this as well. I'm not sure if that's the reason why they've been able to, or if that's just something that has to do with one cheat or hack in specific, but nonetheless, that is currently disabled. And then this one literally just got posted as I was in the midst of recording that last segment. They say in Warzone, we have officially re-enabled the Thermal 6X scope attachment. You may recall a little while back, they actually disabled this because it had no glint, which made it just a super powerful scope to use on your snipers. Now it is back, and it should be functioning as intended with glint, but if you're a fan of the thermal optics, that's a pretty solid one to be rocking. Considering COD updates is just like randomly posting these tweets currently and not updating the official patch notes page, it seems like maybe today's title update was more so random hot fixes, some stuff behind the scenes, than adding in the content. So if there's any post edit, Zach, I'll put him in here. If not, that's gonna wrap things up for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure that each and every day you're in the know for everything going on in COD. This is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.